Welcome to today's video. In this video, it's quite basic, quite a simple Minecraft video. Again, once set in that world I was showing off. Today, right, we are going to be flying. So obviously in Bedrock, you can make flying machines. Well, in Minecraft, you can make flying machines. Bedrock Edition Java, you make them slightly differently, but the point is you can make one, right? Over here, I've got these two-way flying machines I've set up around 0.00, right? So middle of the world basically, guys, right? The idea is that you can fly out north, east, southwest in any direction for who knows how long, right? I've done some test flights already, so I've flown east and I've flown west. Now the thing is with this video, this is mostly going to be a bit of a time-lapse video, because when I flew east, it literally took 3 entire hours, right, to fly from here like 10,000 blocks out until it hit something, right, till it landed somewhere. West was a bit shorter, but it was still like a decent 15 minutes before we got to anywhere. So I'm gonna make one going south this video just to kind of try it out, and yeah, I'll let you guys know obviously how I'm gonna build it, and I'm going to fly south in this video. Now I honestly don't think we'll make it too far, because there's a huge mountainous area literally right over there that I've built on, and it's very likely if it's over Y100, yeah, that's it, like the video's over, right? But also I might try flying north, because I know north is guaranteed at least a few thousand blocks of clearance. I'm not so sure though. Like I said, we're just gonna play it by ear. Maybe I'll fly north after I fly south if south doesn't go very far, but we'll have to just see. So you might be wondering, how do I build these flying machines? And I'm about to answer that. So first of all, you're going to need obsidian, and then you're going to need some pistons. You're going to need both regular pistons and sticky pistons for this. Slime, actually, you can actually get away with using honey. I personally would say honey, because I've tested it out with both, and with honey it was just more functional. Server here, and that's technically all you need. However, I'm going to add an extra thing on this, which is a button. Now, by the way, note about the obsidian, it doesn't have to be obsidian. It can be any block that just doesn't stick to honey or slime blocks. Right, now making these ports I have here. These ports basically allow me to dock the flying machine in one spot and then have it, so if you want to leave, you can just press this button here and it will go off. I'm not going to press this because otherwise I'll have to chase it down and return it, which is going to be long, but you'll get to see it in action in a second. This should, if I move this should end up moving it. So I'm not really sure where to place the button. I'll probably just put it on both ends like I did for the other ones. Also, an aesthetic choice you can do, if you only put a few of these blocks on, it shouldn't mess around. But these concrete blocks, or just any blocks like that in general, like just any block, right? If you want to label your flying machines, you can. Well, you can like color code it or block code it, I suppose. You can't exactly like put signs on because obviously they'll break, but like I said, if you want to just make them look slightly different and not identical, you can just do something like this. So for example, I want to do mine with green concrete here. The one going west is blue, and the one going east that would be there is red. Right, so I have built the machine. The only thing we need now is boats, just so we can sit on it somewhere. Ideally the ones with 2 seats in, and place one. If it doesn't fall through, it's a bit tedious to get this to land. Right, we should be able to give this a test run now. So I'm gonna break this block. I'm gonna press this button. We're just gonna clear up the weather as well, because that is very annoying. And let's hit the button. 3, 2, 1, go, go, go. Right, let's hit the spun. And it's off. So we got it working here. It is a bit loud, so I would recommend turning down your game volume a little bit. And here's a tip as well, guys. If you're going to be on this for ages, just turn down your game volume. But also, don't walk away from it, too far away from it, because if you go too far away from it, it will just stop. You obviously go up there, you place a block down, and you reset the observers to activate again. Yeah, which is obviously you just place a block there, you break it, and the observers will move. So I might time lapse a little bit here, and then definitely won't go in the other direction, just because this can be quite long sometimes. Alright, let's rephrase that simpler. I'm going to time lapse this because it's going to take a while. I'm going to put a time at the end of each time lapse to show how much time I've sort of sped through, because these rides can be long. Yep, so 15 minutes into the video, albeit we did spend like most of it building, but it's been a few minutes flying, and you can still see it's in the distance. Like, it's not the slowest method of transportation, but it is on the slower end. Like, walking in a straight line directly in flat terrain actually still works out faster than flying. But it's mainly beneficial, one, if it's like nighttime, you know, you don't have much health, you don't deal with mobs, then you can do this. And also two, if you're going a really long distance anyways, and you just want to get around whilst being AFK, then you can do that too. So I was AFK for a little bit, I'm gonna be honest. We have crashed a few blocks short of where I thought we would. This is because it's not actually on Y100 specifically it'll collide on. If something's on Y99 and it's a solid block, not like leaves, something the slime blocks will actually stick to, or honey blocks, it has the same effect as hitting basically. So I guess now I at least can show off its other functionality, which is to go back. So normally the each end, like the terminus I suppose you'd call them, are built somewhat like this, like how I'm building them now, right? Something like this. Obviously this is not like a 100% best like aesthetically pleasing build, it's not, but it does the job for now until I actually decide to improve the looks of these places. But yeah, placing that down should reset it. The only thing is with these boats is I'll have to place them over here to go back. Like, you have to move them. That's the only downside to this, is if you want to sit on it you can, but if you're going back in the opposite direction you'll have to move the boats first. Yeah, but this is landed in right in the homeland actually, which is what I call this place. This is where I started my world. Obviously these are like everyone that plays has played on my world before. They built a house around here, so that's what all of this is. House is quite sick actually. There's a village over there where I started with. Where's my lift? Or my flying machine, sorry, should I say. Yeah, so I'm gonna be honest, I can't be asked to follow this all the way back, but we're gonna go north now anyways, because I feel like going north will give us much more distance than south. So normally in this situation, when I hit these walls, what I would do is I would build another terminus just ahead of it. That's like maybe 10 blocks high or something like that, and just go again, right? But the thing is, it's for today's video, I'm not going to do that. In future, like once I'm done recording, I'm going to go back and I am going to add it more. But if I kept doing that, then we'd end up being here for like 10 plus hours. 10 plus hours just like watching me build a terminus, letting the flying machine land there, then building another one, and so on, right? Like literally that's long. So just to save time on everyone, I ain't going to do that. So build it the same way I did last time. I keep forgetting how to build it every time though, which does get a little annoying. So hopefully I've built this correctly and I've not absolutely butchered it. Okay, it's done, and this one's going north. So obviously I built on this world for quite a while. I've been working on this world for like 4 years, right? So I've done quite a lot on this. But as for north, I've gone about 2,000 blocks north. So you'll start, if you see things like man built, it's probably by me for the first 2,000 blocks. But then after that point, I only know so much what's out there by just kind of flying in that direction for a while. But I don't know honestly that much about what's out there. So if it gets that far, we might actually find out new stuff about my world. So it'll be fun. Right, I'm gonna place this button. Normally when a button's already here, you just gotta press it and then it will do the same thing anyway as starting it off. But because it's the first time I've placed it, it's gonna activate anyways. But that's fine. So I've used yellow for this one because it's the north one. Right, and this is probably gonna take ages. Like we're talking, we're literally looking at like maybe hours, maybe half an hour, hopefully something like that, but it could be up to hours. So I'm gonna just sit on the boat and I'm gonna turn off my webcam and I'll probably just time lapse this over time, turn my mic off, and you guys get to see the journey. So it looks to me that we might be terminating here on this mountain in the middle of nowhere. Don't ask me what this area is called or anything about it, because I don't know. Because normally in this situation, what I would do is then build another runway like slightly ahead of it, a little bit higher, and then go again. But for the sake of this video, like, I've been flying for literally like an hour already to go just like 4,000 blocks. So for the sake of this video, like, yeah, no, that's fucking long enough, right? But I basically sat here and watched it. Oh, is that those blossom trees or cherry tree? No, it's blossom trees, right? It's one of the new biomes. Hang on, I might check that out once this crash lands into the side of mine. Don't worry though, because I can always just build a terminus here and then make it go back on itself, which I'm gonna build, but I'm not gonna film the whole ride back as well. But like I said, this method is really good if you want to go a long distance and be AFK without having to build a stupidly long minecart track. So if you just want to go like north and you know for definite there's a high enough cliff to stop you after a while, that's all you really need to know. And then like nothing's gonna block you on the way there. Like if you've gone to the area before, like if you've traveled there before, you would know anyways. But then you can just do this. You can go AFK for like an hour, end up flying 4,000 blocks in a direction, and yeah. I don't know what I'm gonna call this area because we are like 2,000 blocks beyond anything I've actually like built. The last thing I built was there was like a little like wood tower with a candle, with a torch on it. Sorry, that was like the last thing I've touched. But I think once we actually hit the dirt here, I will get off and have a look at the nearby area real quick, just to end this video off before I build the terminus and we fly back. Oh, and I also need to find the one that went out east and send that one back as well, which I think I'm probably going to do that because that's going to be way longer. Plus I actually have business up here in the north, whilst in the east, no, definitely not, because that was like 10,000 blocks out of that one. That was far. So yeah, we hit leaves, it will just cut the leaves, but if we actually hit like dirt or wood or any solid block, it will stop us. So we're about to crash, is basically what I'm saying. 3, 2, 1. Oh. So you know, like I said, in all fairness, it's not actually that bad. But yeah, this is where we will terminate, in the edge of a flower mountain. So around we got plains. That bit's quite flat actually. One day I'm definitely, like, if I ever do videos on my world, on like each area, like a full like tour video type thing on my world, 100% in the future there will definitely be a city on at least that bit of the plains, right, by this lake area here, like this river, like an industrial city. I could so see that happen, right? But let's explore a little bit of this area before I whisk my way back home. There's this valley here which is quite cool looking. I don't know really what you build here that, you know, without having to deforest a bunch of stuff. No idea. I'll worry about that when I get here in like 7 years time, right? And then you got a few blossom trees over here. I thought there'd be more. Like I saw a few and I thought maybe it'd lead to something more, but it hasn't. But this is not what I was expecting to be here. But honestly, these valleys are quite cool. Again, kind of shit for building on because there's not much you can build here, right? Without, like I said, demolishing a bunch of forests. But they do look quite cool. But it seems that we just kind of fly over this area anyway and just look at it from a distance, or like build on the plains biomes here, like in between gaps, and then have some countryside, which would be quite fun. I would love to use this cliff here for something. I'm not sure what, but something, right? This cliff's going to be used for. More so for like tourist or aesthetic things, but something. Oh wow, my game is lagging. Partly because I'm recording as well, which has caused my game to lag a little bit. So if the video is a little bit laggy, I do apologize, because it is both my game lagging but also my recording software that makes it lag a bit more. Let's see, let's try and wrap up recording quickly before anything really bad happens. Now I need to find a one that went east. What would the coordinates for that even be? So 10,000 by 100 by 0. Something like this should get us to where I was on the East expedition. Because the West one was only about 3,000 blocks out. Same distance as the North one. The South one, we know the story, got about 200 blocks. This one, right? Let's see, it should be around here, yeah. This one is 10,000 blocks out. Do you see how stupidly high this coordinate number is? This is what I'm saying. If you plan the start and end well, you can easily end up flying, you know, like this far, like 10,000 blocks, before anything actually stops you. But even that scenario, again, if you really wanted to, you could just build it even higher and go further. Remember, I'm testing this from Y100, right? You can go up to Y320, which gives you 3 times better odds at not getting stopped, basically. Well, probably more than that. I don't know how exactly Minecraft Terrain Generation works, like the exact number there would be for this, but it'd be something like that. What did I call this place? Did I call this place anything? Runway. Oh, okay. No, you just got the data when I built the runway and the time, which is quite cool actually. But other than that, yeah, let's I'm gonna get on this. I'm gonna send this back, and I'm gonna get on this. I'm gonna fly this back. I'm obviously not gonna do another 3 hours of this video because, you know, that's quite cool. Unless if you want me to. I mean, hey, maybe I can end the video actually on this 3-hour flight, and then just, you know, let you guys watch. Do you know what? Why not? It's gonna be heavily sped up because I don't want to keep you guys here all day. But screw it. I'm gonna give you guys this whole 3.5 hour flight back home so you can watch. And when I hit the end, I'm probably just gonna end the video. But ahead of time, thank you guys for watching. Like I said, like and subscribe if you want to see more stuff like this. Comment if you want to see more about my world, by the way, if you're interested in anything you've seen. There wasn't much because, like I said, we kind of flew for which is kind of middle of nowhere, to get to more middle of nowhere that I've not really built on, but there was some stuff to this world, and especially in the next few years there'll likely be more. Anyways, I'm going to leave you with this now. Let it fly off a little bit. Heavily sped up, so it's probably going to be a few minutes to you, but for me this is going to be like 3 hours, so my overall footage I've recorded for this video is like 5 hours long, which is crazy. But yeah, I'll see you guys then. Well, if you're still here watching, thank you very much for watching. I will see you guys in the next video. See ya.